Hi, I'm Jack from legalexpert.co.uk. Now, before I answer the question, I just wanted to let you know that should you need legal assistance,
we are road traffic accident claims specialists.
we offer free, friendly advice on no-win, no-fee claims, so there's nothing to pay if you lose. Get the maximum compensation you deserve. We have specialist solicitors with up to 30 years experience.
To find out if you can claim compensation, call 0800 652 7676 or visit our live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk.
When you consider that there are around 650,000 to 800,000 people reported injured per year in road traffic accidents, statistically, there is a good chance that you could be involved in an accident. If you've been unfortunate enough to be involved in a road traffic accident and you plan to claim compensation, it is essential you have someone fighting your corner who knows what they're doing. Today, I'm going to be looking at how to claim compensation for a road traffic accident. No matter how careful a driver you are, you may, due to someone else's negligent driving, be involved in a road traffic accident. If you are, and it was through no fault of your own, you may be entitled to compensation. Under the Road Traffic Act, your right to compensation is covered regardless of whether you're a driver, passenger or pedestrian. This is because the courts of England and Wales recognise that all road users owe each other a duty of care to ensure that they're each acting in a safe and responsible fashion. To succeed with your claim, you need to establish two things: liability and causation. Liability means who is at fault. You will need to prove that the other driver was to blame for the accident. Causation means the ability to show that your injuries and other losses were caused by the accident. The extent of your injuries will be one of the biggest deciding factors in how much compensation you may get. Some people think it is easier to simply let the insurance companies handle matters. The difficulty here is that your insurer may be the same or part of the same group as the fault drivers. As such, they will often look to make a low offer of settlement that undervalues your claim. This can often be significant. Even if it isn't the same company, insurers do not like to make large payouts as this will affect their profit levels. Insurers will also make you sign a waiver to say that by accepting their offer, you cannot seek further compensation if your injuries worsen or you incur further costs. As such, it is very important that you seek independent advice from a firm of solicitors that deals with road traffic accidents on a daily basis. They will be able to properly advise you as the steps required to ensure you receive all of the compensation you are entitled to. If you've been involved in an accident with someone who is uninsured or cannot be traced, the good news is you may still be able to make a claim. In England and Wales, there is a government organisation called the Motor Insurers Bureau, which has been specifically set up to ensure that any victims of road traffic accidents where the person at fault was not insured or cannot be traced are still fairly compensated. The outcome of bringing a claim against the MIB could be a little different from what you may expect to receive when claiming against someone else's insurance company. Here, you may have a longer wait for a decision, and you may be offered a slightly lower reward. But this does still at least allow you to get some financial compensation instead of having to settle for nothing at all. It is vitally important to remember that the statute of limitations for road traffic accident claims is 3 years. This means that should you wish to bring a claim for compensation, you must do so within 3 years of the accident occurring, or by your 21st birthday if you're a child when the accident occurred. The court can sometimes waive this limitation, but only in exceptional circumstances. If you wish to claim compensation, we highly recommend instructing a dedicated personal injury lawyer like legalexpert.co.uk. This will allow you to focus on your recovery whilst we get to work on building a compelling case on your behalf by gathering all the necessary evidence like obtaining police reports and any CCTV footage from cameras where the accident occurred, contacting witnesses to compile witness statements and consulting with medical experts in order to get a better idea of the severity of the injuries and the treatment required. If you have a compelling case, we will offer to represent you on a no-win, no-fee basis, so you won't have to pay any upfront legal fees. You will only pay after the case is closed and only if you've won the case and received compensation. To help your case, there are a number of things you can do. If possible, take as many photographs of the accident site immediately after the accident. Take photographs of your injuries, damage to the vehicle and the area around the accident. If there were any witnesses, request their phone number and address, so should you wish to pursue compensation, your lawyer can contact them to get a statement. Go to the nearest police station and file an accident report. You should also keep a copy of this report. This is particularly important if the offending driver made off from the scene. For any expenses incurred as a result of your accident, keep the receipts, as this may all be claimed back. Keep a copy of your doctor's diagnosis and treatment that they recommend. Keep in touch with your lawyer to provide them with any necessary updates such as medical reports and any other documents related to your injury. Of course, the circumstances of each accident are never the same. And whether or not you believe that you have a valid claim, it's always advisable that you speak to an expert on the matter. So, if you'd like further assistance to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim, we have a team over at legalexpert.co.uk offering free advice via our live chat and on our free phone helpline, which is 0800 652 7676. It'll only take just a couple of minutes for our team, who'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim. Don't forget to subscribe, as we'll be uploading helpful videos just like this one on a regular basis. You can also check out one of our recommended videos or head over to legalexpert.co.uk, where you can read community questions on our forum, get free advice from our live chat, read articles and seek assistance for compensation on a no-win, no-fee basis with your personal injury claim.